Welcome to Home Cooking with Holly. Today we're going to make broccoli chicken Alfredo. So I have diced up about 1¼ pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts and a head of broccoli. Now I have a pan that is set to boil for my fettuccine, and I'm going to let that get started. And I also have a pan in the back that has 1½ sticks of butter that will be melting for my cream sauce. And I have a fry pan with about a tablespoon of olive oil in it. Now that that's heated up, I'm going to add my diced chicken breast to that olive oil. And I want to cook this through so that there's no more pink inside. I am going to season it with salt and pepper and just do this to taste. So however much you like is perfect. I just want to stir in that seasoning, mix it around, and also make sure that my chicken is getting evenly cooked. My butter's starting to melt in the back, and my water is starting to boil up front. Now I'm going to salt my pasta water, and I am a true believer in salty like the sea. I want that water to be very salty. And I am using a pound of Barilla fettuccine. Of course, you can use whatever brand you'd like. You can also use fresh fettuccine if you feel like making pasta, which is always fun to do. I'm just going to add this in. Don't worry that it sticks out. As the pasta starts to cook, you'll be able to fold that down in there. And it's good to give it a nice little stir when you first add your pasta. I find using this type of spoon is very handy for pasta. Now I want to make sure I'm still paying attention to my chicken here. I am over a medium-high heat, and it only takes a few minutes because I have diced this chicken up into small pieces. It won't take long to cook. You can see most of the pink is already gone. There's still enough pink that I need to keep going because we don't want any pink, but it's going quickly. All right, now the pasta water is really boiling. I can press that pasta down and give it a good stir. My chicken's almost done. My butter's almost melted. This is a 3-pan dish. And I'm going to grate some Parmigiano Reggiano. You can, of course, buy already grated cheese. Now to my melted butter on the back burner, I am adding 1½ cups of heavy cream. This is the creamy Italian-American style of Alfredo. The actual Italian version does not use cream, and I will show you that in another video. Make sure you're stirring your pasta and moving your chicken around regularly. We don't want anything to stick or burn. And now that my chicken is cooked through, there is no more pink. I'm going to go ahead and remove it to a platter. I check on my pasta. I want this to be al dente, which means to the tooth, so it has a little bit of a bite to it. And I'm also going to stir my cream sauce. Now, the pasta is almost done, So I am going to add my broccoli right on top of it in the same pan. It'll cook in that nice starchy pasta water. And it'll just be in there for the last few minutes with the pasta. This is a great way to avoid a fourth pan for this dish. All right, while that's finishing up, I'm going to my large mixing bowl and I'm adding about a cup of my Parmesan. Now make sure that you save these Parmigiano Reggiano rinds. You can freeze them and they last forever in the freezer, it seems, though I go through them pretty fast. You can add them to soups, stews, broths, anything you'd like. Now that my pasta and broccoli are done, I could completely drain them, but I'm going to go ahead and just scoop them in. Now, if you were making the more traditional Alfredo that does not have cream, this pasta water is your gold and you want to save it. But in this variety, it's fine to drain it down. Now I'm going to add my cream sauce. And I'm going to add the rest of my Parmigiano Reggiano, which is about 1.25 cups. I'm going to give this a nice big stir. And I find tongs are a much easier way to stir this all together. You can pick it up, flip it over. It's almost like doing stretch and folds on their sourdough. And the heat from that cream is melting that cheese for me. I'm going to add my chicken back in. Make sure you're using a large bowl for this. And I'm just going to use those tongs and mix it around some more. Now you can add some of your pasta water to thin out your sauce if you find that it's too thick. Now I'm going to scoop some into a bowl here using my tongs. And you can definitely serve this with more Parmigiano Reggiano on the top. All right, that is the Americanized version that uses heavy cream. There is also a more traditional version of Alfredo sauce, which is only found in one area of Italy because they really don't eat Alfredo in Italy. But that sauce does not use cream, and I'll show you how to make that one in a future video. I hope that you'll like and subscribe to follow me for more recipes and cooking tips.